Welcome back, everybody, to Beating Bam 5. There are so many prizes available this time. Let's jump into them. First place prize, I beat Bam stamp on a custom disc. Beating Bam gets a sticky sapphire. There's a random draw for a sticky sapphire. Highlight of the event gets a custom putter. Make sure you submit your highlights. Beating Bam qualifies you for the Beating Bam finals to win in real life an actual disc with the I Beat Bam stamp. And special this time, the Coyote Canyon stamp, as designed by Westy, is available for the best score on Coyote Canyon in Beating Bam. If there's a tie, we got playoffs, is the king of the course, which comes up right after Beating Bam finishes. Make sure you are doing your best here. Get involved and win yourself one of those prizes. Here's the event code. It is BAM51. Put that in your events in Disc Golf Valley under the events tab to join in. This is close in Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, at which time I will be live streaming the final round of Beaten Bam. The layouts for this event, you're starting out with Champions Landing FPO Front 9. It's an Eagle Fest out there. Then we're going into Westy's Wild Ride, layout designed by Westy, who has designed also the Coyote Canyon stamp that you can win from the Coyote Canyon rounds of this Beaten Bam. And then we're going into Coyote Canyon. Shoot the best score on Coyote Canyon to win a physical disc with that Coyote Canyon stamp, which will be printed by 777 Customs. The final round is Emmett's Elite Eagles, designed by Emmett, who won the last Beaten Bam event. Wonderful opportunity here to get some bonus strokes. I'll be live streaming at 6 p.m. on Sunday. So without further ado, let's jump into round one. And here we go, jumping into round one. It is the Champions Landing FPO 24 front nine. Let's see if we can keep it clean through this front nine here. This is a monster wind off this tee, but it is FPO, so you don't need to bite off as much distance. I think it's still going to be Paradigm, and let the wind give us plenty of turn, and then just keep going straight down this fairway. A good skip in there. Says good things about the possibility of getting this eagle. Now I'm 536. A strong left to right wind. Let's see, I'm trying to decide between Paradigm and Roll Rive right now. I think I'm going to go Roll Rive because I want that stopping power when it gets there. And hopefully this gets enough carry. I shouldn't have gone Roll. I should have gone even skip, maybe water skip. So a good bit of distance here to finish this out. Forehand on a 4-wind, I don't feel as comfortable with. I feel like I have to still take 20 feet of power off that distance. Backhand, I think I can just take 40 off straight up, so go like 50 power here. I don't even feel confident with this. But yes, able to sneak that eagle in. So if you're playing here on that second shot, definitely take something that's going to give you some ground play. Don't go Roll or a sticky rive. Another big wind here. Paradigm or rive, that's my thoughts. I want to make sure this gets back to the left. So I'm going to go rive. Get it out here wide enough. And if the wind gives it a good push and a big skip, yes, that's great. We're going to be here in putting range for the eagle. Normally I'm always recommending throwing in, but with the 4-wind, I feel like the putt is way more reliable to get there. It just doesn't feel as affected by the wind, or it's easier to adjust for the wind anyway. And here we go. Glide water skip rive again. And I think the smart play here is getting way out wide. I can aim this down a little bit. And giving it some hyzer to get around the tree and slide up over here. It takes away the risk of going OB, pretty much takes away the risk of hitting one of those early trees. And we keep this Eagle Fest going. 40 feet here. And a 40 feet throw in to get the next eagle. Wonderful. Don't forget, if you do something awesome during in these rounds and have a sweet highlight, make sure you are submitting for highlight of the event. There's a custom putter that goes out for that. So if you do something cool, get your credit for it. I'm going to go Light Glide Paradigm. See if I can get it. That's terrible. Oh, that's utterly terrible. Goodbye, Eagle Fest. Yep, because that's even OB. I don't know what I was even thinking there. Expecting that to turn a lot more. 169. I don't even feel confident doing anything about laying up here because there's the OB right behind it. It's like 120 here. Oh, am I still going OB? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And there's a bogey. I mean, hopefully no worse than bogey. I don't think there's any collision here. Let's see, 60. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, you guys are in luck this time around. Bam taking a bogey. That's going to be a 4-stroke swing for those of you guys who are taking eagles there. That was a bad one. Holy moly. All right, let's see if I can get some of the back here. This is a glide skip paradigm for me. Because it's FPOTs, I feel like I have to go for this eagle. The MPOTs, you don't have to get as aggressive off that tee because you still have a long shot to get in there afterwards. But it is getting there for the FPOTs. You've got to get in for the eagle. Hole 6, here's a par 3. It's going to be a 4-hand glide sapphire for me. Straight pullback in this wind. And the distance is going to be just right. Maybe we could have gone Rive to get a little bit closer there. We're going to go 4-hand for this throw with the fuse. The 3 headwind means we can kind of ignore the headwind when we're adjusting power. But the raised basket means we're adding about 10 and throwing about 50 feet of power for that throw in there. I still can't believe that double bogey. That was brutal for me, but wonderful for you guys. Okay, here's a great helping wind. If I can get the paradigm there just fine. I hope I don't underturn this like I just did. Oh no, and there's the drop zone. Guys, I'm throwing so... Wow. That is so bad. Because there's a drop zone, 454 feet. I think I just throw a shift down there. Throw the shift and take a par. Lots of people about to be beaten bam this time around. Wow. 50 feet here, that's a little bit uphill. So many mistakes riddle into this first round that there's a lot of door open for you guys. Okay, this might have been my normal play, is running this for eagle with paradigm. Let's see if I can do something right here. It's looking like probably not. How many times am I going to go OB in this round? Holy cow. You guys are in luck. I'll take a shift in there, counteract that 4 wind to keep it going the right direction. That shouldn't have even been shift. It's such a long throw in to even save birdie. 142. I'm going to go 4-hand about here. Nope. Stay in. Don't go OB also. 55 feet to save this. On the 4-hand, I'm going to throw us like 40 power and let the wind shift it over into the basket and get it a par. Dang! Hole 9. See if we can do something here. I'm going to take the paradigm again. Give us a good bit of hyzer and nowhere near enough. You know, I guess this is kind of what I get for just jumping into these rounds. I mean, it's going to be an eagle, but the albatross was kind of the play to go for here. I'm going to go sticky harp around that corner. When I just jump into these rounds without a lot of the practice and without kind of practicing beforehand, without, well, you guys get the benefits of seeing this beforehand and seeing the wind reads and know what not to do based on seeing me do that. But I'm -9 on the FPO front 9, and I expect some of you are going to be, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like -17 is totally in play on this one. Some of the wins aren't even that tough. So good luck to those of you who are getting 17 and taking 8 strokes on me in this round alone. Let's jump over to round 2. Round 2 is Westy's Wild Ride. As you guys know, this Beat and Bam has a bit of a partnership going with Westy for Coyote Canyon, so that's going to be a 3rd round. So Westy just designed this layout, which I hate this win right now. Thanks, Westy. Westy designed this layout just in the game, kind of a nod to him putting Coyote Canyon stamp together And the whole, let's see if I can get this around there right. The whole of the King of the Course series is designed by Westy. Yes, this is great. So you know that Coyote Canyon round coming up next. Make sure you're playing your best there because the top score on Coyote Canyon, I gotta think this out real quick, 60, 50, 40. The top score on Coyote Canyon is going to be winning an in real life stamp disc with Westy's Coyote Canyon stamp that he designed. So make sure you are doing your best on Coyote Canyon and keeping yourself in play for that. If there's a tie, which there probably will be a tie, the playoff is going to be your score in the King of the Course. Here's a water skip sapphire. And am I going to mess this up too? Well, it's definitely not great. Is it going to be safe though? It is safe. Not fantastic, but safe. I don't know, I envisioned that me playing these rounds early was going to help some of you like see good lines to take and kind of a what to do. But so far I'd be saying don't do what Bam did this time around. Here is another big wind. I don't want to slide. Those bushes aren't in the way, are they? I don't know. Now I'm questioning. Let's just throw this straight up here. Hopefully get a good skip forward. Miss the trees. I'm going to have a chance in this throw-in, but the way these rounds are going, who knows? 145. Get this tree out of the way. A typical throw-in might hit that kind of guardian branch that's horizontal over the basket, but I'm going to go like 110-ish power here and just kind of hope to miss that guardian branch. Well, I got just under it, but it was not enough power to make it to the basket. Just put that easy in with the tempo and take that birdie. Moving to hole 4. Okay, do I smart or shortcut? You know, I've been hitting the shortcut well lately, so I'm going to go for it. This is glide water skip rive. Give the tiniest bit of hyzer on it. And through the gap, definitely would have liked to be a lot more to the right through there. This is a spot you can very easily end up in, taking a wide route as well. 135, about here is my 135 power. And, oh, I did not adjust. Raised basket, so I needed to go up to 145. So probably just cut it on 150 and got in there just fine. All right, here's one I can hopefully show an actually cool line. Glide roll rive, soon to be glide sticky when that comes available, and a half disc of anhyzer. This line, while it's a lot tighter of a line to hit than the big forehand skip line, if you hit the line, you get a look at the basket. Where with that forehand skip line, you might hit the line and then hit a cactus or hit a bad bounce and still not have a look at this eagle. We're going to add 20 feet of power for this raised basket. So 86, we're going to throw like 106 power and smack that in for an easy eagle there, which we needed an easy eagle after what I did on the FPOTs on Champion's Landing. I take the Accurate Glide Sapphire here on Northern Breeze 4, slide left, put the middle chevron kind of where the rock meets the tree, and about like a third of a disc, quarter of a disc of hyzer on it. And ideally, it actually hits something so it loses some steam and doesn't bounce up on that train platform, because that train platform is OB. And if you get the skip just right or just wrong, you can hit one of those rocks and bounce straight up there. Move to hole 7. Let's see if I can hit the water skip. I missed this during the live stream for the end of last season, right in the middle of these where it needs to go, or the end of last event. Let's see if I can hit it here. This is looking way better. It's a glide water skip sapphire. Go back and see where the aim point was. The pullback power is right in the middle of that second band. And here we are with 103 feet for probably one of the easiest eagles to get here without, no, maybe not the easiest eagle, but it's consistent and you get to run that throw in because it's safe behind it. The risk there, of course, is if you miss that throw and you end up OB, you're not going to be able to get a look at the basket there, and you're going to pretty much routine for par at best. I think I'm just laying up here. It's even what? Even a fuse layup now. I think it's warship layup. Warship layup to the base. That wind just brings too much of the OB into play, or par or worse into play if you miss the basket, which frankly is pretty likely to miss the basket if you ace run that, if you're like me and don't have it dialed in at all. And then ending with Sunshine Glade 1. I've been enjoying the rhythm throw in here. My aim point is here with the 1 wind, so with the 2 wind, go a little more to the side, and just above the second line for my pullback power. Fade in there. Yes! And it was an ace on Sunshine Glade 1. So this round wasn't too bad. I gave up kind of 8 strokes sitting out there on the first round, but this round was much better. Good luck on yours. Going to round 3, it is Coyote Canyon. Do your best here. Be the top scorer. If you're a solo top scorer somehow in beating BAM, you're winning the in real life an actual disc stamped with the Coyote Canyon stamp as designed by Westy. It's on the thumbnail of this video. If there's a tie, the playoff is going to be on the King of the Course, which is starting right after beating BAM ends, or the day after beating BAM ends on Monday. I think it's Monday that's starting right after beating BAM ends. This is a sticky musket just up the top, right down for the easy birdie. Again, if you get a highlight on any of these courses, make sure you're submitting that over. The link's in the description here for a highlight of the event. And that gets you a custom putter, so make sure you're submitting if you do something cool there. This is a light glide paradigm coming up over the top. Hopefully going to give me a look for the eagle. It's a low percentage eagle, but it's there in play. You don't need a light glide driver to get over the top. You can do that with a windbreak glide, but I just think it's way easier with the light glide. 227, I think this is the aim point for 227, and just give a little bit of Anheuser on this. And I should not have given any Anheuser, and I should have aimed higher, but that's okay. This isn't one I'm kind of counting on at all. Just want to get that par. But if you're going for top score, you might want to dial in that throw in before you take your attempts at this. Coyote Canyon 3. All right, this is a wind. For me, it's just a no-go. It's layup wind. There is the water skip line you can take with the skip or a glide water skip driver, cutting that tight and trying to bounce up onto the green for eagle. This is just a wind. I know I'm not going to hit it. 325 glide sapphire. I'm not sure it's quite long enough. No, it would have been short even if it was perfectly online. And so we're going to be here for this birdie. And after missing 2 and missing 3, I know I'm probably not going to be the top scorer on Coyote Canyon for beating BAM. So I'm going to leave that open for one of you. Not that I'd award the in real life disc to myself anyway. This one, make sure you don't hit that left wall. That left wall just stops you dead in your tracks, and you're not going to get anywhere near this basket. You're going to be going to the drop zone right away. So for me, that's just a glide sapphire off that tee. Straight to the middle. I actually aim up a little bit so that if I miss it all, it fades to the right, and kissing that wall on the right is no problem at all. Here's Coyote Canyon 5. So we're going to do this line again, which you just saw last round, and just over that half disc of Anheuser. Get this sway to the right a little bit. Come on, sway over right. I was not patient enough for it to sway to the right, as I'm going to be met with a long look here. It has that birdie chance, but it is way out there. I want to go roll rhythm. Let's see. Now, I didn't really talk through that one because I didn't have much planned for. Oh! Planned. OB came and play there. I didn't have much planned. I was just kind of winging that. Adding 20 feet, but this 2 wind means you're just going to throw the straight 100 power and get this birdie. And certainly, if I go only -9 on Coyote Canyon, that's not going to be the winner. I've been throwing shift here lately anyway, but this wind calls for the shift even more. Just fight against that wind that's pushing it hard. And it pushes right back to the basket, the straight line. Could have taken a little bit of power off this one for sure, but a 70-foot throw-in isn't too much to worry about in that 3 wind. We just go forehand so that we don't have to account for the wind when we're changing our power. and throw that in. And I've said it a few times already, but I'll say it again. If you get a highlight, make sure you are submitting that highlight to highlighted events. Links in the description. Glide water skip arrive. Light glide is significantly better here. Light glide, you can cut this a lot closer and much more easily clear these rocks to get up by the green. Glide water skip works. You sometimes have a little bit tougher throw in if the wind is not favorable. This wind, though, is absolutely no problem for the glide water skip getting here onto the green. Moving along, we have Coyote Canyon 8. It's an ace run time. When in one wind, I take the accurate sticky musket. In the middle chevron is right on that rock or log, whatever it is next to the basket. And I go for a straight pullback. I don't know what I want the sway to be here, so I kind of just hope. And this is looking like it has a chance to miss to the left. Bummer. That would have been cool to get the ace here. But we got 71 feet. We're going to take the birdie and knock that down. Move to hole 9. Hole 9, and the wind is a tough wind. Kind of a shot at trying to get up there. I don't have a lot of thought or plan into aiming this one, but if I get out for a good spot, nope, not far enough. I need to be within like 240 or so to have a good look at this. I think I'm going to go forehand water skip drive. And that was nowhere near enough power even. That would have had to be light glide in order to get enough power there. Hole 9, we're going to finish here with 9 under on Coyote Canyon. And ladies and gentlemen, with my performance, especially on that first course, this is a door wide open for you. We're going to get a level up here. Let's see if we get something cool while we do that. For Beat and Bam, come and get it. Your accurate sticky sapphire awaits you. Turn water skip drive. I'll go with that one. All you got to do is beat my score. We got Emmett's Elite Eagles. I'll be live streaming that this Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure you're tuning in then or subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when I go live. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed and, well, maybe you learned something new or at least learned what not to do. And I hope that you can do better than me and you can stay bogey free.